The beginning of this research project came to me after reading through a blog post the other day. I started at City of Sound, reading a post by Dan Hill, and in the short post he talks a little bit about the flexibility and the continuing relevance of Kevin Lynch's image of the city. He then references another short post by Peter Lindberg, a Swedish software developer out of Stockholm, and I thought it was interesting what Peter wrote. And he says, when I read Jacobs' book, and that's above referring to Jane Jacobs, who wrote The Death and Life of Great American Cities. When I read Jacobs' book, I tried to apply her ideas to software, architecture, and development. City planning seems like a good metaphor for software architecture, and it's already used within the field of enterprise architecture. So far, Lynch's book seems to do a good job at clarifying the ways in which this metaphor is relevant. And I became curious then about how Lindbergh would apply his area of interest to the theories from Lynch and the ideas from Lynch. So I basically got offline and I went back to Lynch and the image of the city and tried to reread some of the ideas with a fresh pair of eyes. Now Lynch defines imageability as the following. Imageability, that quality in a physical object which gives it a high probability of evoking a strong image in any given observer. It is that shape, color, or arrangement which facilitates the making of vividly identified, powerfully structured, highly useful mental images of the environment. It might also be called legibility or perhaps visibility in the heightened sense, where objects are not only able to be seen, but are presented sharply to their senses. And the way Lynch observes and researches this idea is through these 5 classifications, through paths, edges, districts, nodes, and landmarks, which I'm going to talk a little bit more in depthly about each one.